Good afternoon. Welcome into Game 2 of this Day 3 LEC Baseball Tournament. My name is Sebastian Pettit, and in the middle game it's going to be an elimination game between the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs and the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. Both teams 1-1 in this tournament, and will look to continue their seasons here today.
Leading off with the Warriors, third baseman, number 14, Owen, America.
A very sunny Saturday here as Owen Marika deals the first pitch off the mark, 1-0. Marika, the third baseman for Eastern now. This one drilled out to right, dropping in, and grabbing it is Pat Vartanian for the first out. So Marika down, that brings up to second baseman Luke Broadhurst.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Luke Broadhurst.
Broadhurst, 330 on the year, 19 extra base hits, 26 RBI, and a 444 on base percentage. On the hill for the Corsairs, and this one is going to be Chase Stafford, number 11 for the Corsairs, his 10th appearance of the year, an 0-1 record, 2.38 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 13 walks, and a 195 allowed average for Stafford. As this one chopped to right as well, Vartanian a few steps back, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. This is the catcher, Matt Malcolm. Here with 2 outs on the inning. Malcolm appeared in 38 of the 40 games for Eastern Connecticut this year. Great numbers at the plate for the Eastern catcher. 356, 21 extra base hits, 29 RBI for Malcolm. And the freshman looks that one away, 2-0, and now Malcolm will step out, gather himself, and we're ready to roll once more. If Malcolm can get on, it's the DH, Will Coleman. That one in there for a called strike. Good pitch from Stafford. Two freshmen battling it out here in the top of the first. The pitch chopped back, foul, and we'll do it again, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That one up and in, and that'll run the count full for the catcher, Matt Malcolm. Swung on in this one down the third base line. Fair ball. Malcolm rounding first on his way to second. And sliding in safely. It's a 2-out double for the freshman, Matt Malcolm. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Will Coleman. Appeared and started in all 40 games for Eastern Connecticut. Malcolm, 372 on the year. His 51 hits leading this East Con team. And now a chance to plate one here with 2 outs. This one popped up, shallow right. Vartanian over to his left, and he makes the grab to retire the side. Just the one hit for the Warriors as Dartmouth goes to bat, bottom 1, scoreless.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Oh, 1, and looking at that one is White, nothing in 2. Stafford's 0-2. Outside, White will look at it, ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. And that one is upstairs, 2-2. This one hit hard out into left center field. This one's carrying and up against the wall. 2 runs will score either way, and it's a 2 RBI double, and Alex White is fired up at second base. Nothing Eastern Connecticut, a big 2 RBI double from Alex White. And now it's the 9-hitter Dale Keller. The shortstop for this Eastern team, 262, 4 doubles, 11 RBI. And with White on second, a chance to extend this lead. It's win or go home here at Flaherty Field. Bunt is dropped, and this one, a bit too much air on it, and it's foul, 0-1. The UMass Dartmouth ace Matt Cronin warming up in the bullpen as now an 0-1. Ball and a strike now. One. And that one is chopped foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Dale Keller, and it's the top of the Warriors order and Owen Marika on deck. 2-2 now as that one misses. Keller awaits a 2-2. Swing, and this one into the gap. It'll roll into left field, and they'll hold White up at third. And it's a single for Keller. So this is Owen Marika, flew out to right field to lead this game off. A long talk here for this Dartmouth infield as Cronin continues to warm. We may see the Dartmouth ace sooner rather than later as Eastern 2 runners on and 1 out and already ahead 2-0. First and third here. A first pitch to Marika, bunt shown, and it falls to the backstop, 0-1. That's upstairs, 1-1. That one upstairs as well. The Eastern dugout providing their fair share of no's there. 2-1 to Marika. It's the second baseman, Broadhurst, on deck. 2-1 is low. Three and one. Stafford deals. This one grounded to second, or short, could be two. Off to second, down to first, and out of the inning go the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. So, total crisis averted there. Just 2 runs the damage, and now they can go to bat trailing by a pair. It's going to be Nate Tellier to kick off at the bat for UMass Dartmouth. They trail 2-0 after a big 2 RBI double from Alex White, the Warriors center fielder. 1-0. And Tellier fouled that off himself and then down to the pitcher. It's the first baseman Harrington on deck as Tellier awaits a 1-1 pitch. Player steps and deals. And Tellier will take that. Strike 2. This one grounded too short. Fielded there by Keller. The throw down gets Tellier by a step for out number 1.
Now batting first baseman number 16, Jack Harrington.
So this is Harrington, 246 on the season, 9 extra base hits and 21 RBI. First pitch from Player is chopped to the backstop, foul. Nothing in 1. And that one misses, ball and a strike. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Harrington put one off himself as well. Ball and 2 strikes, Player. Sets and fires. As that one to the backstop as well. It's the right fielder, Pat Vartanian, on deck. Swing and a miss, and Harrington down there for out number 2.
Now batting the right fielder number 24, Pat Vartanian.
291 and a team leading 15 doubles for Vartanian. The right fielder standing in here, empty bases, 2 outs. And that one. Two and nothing here. Big swing, nobody home. The count moves to 2-1. That one missing outside. 3 balls and a strike now. The left fielder, Tucker Heatherman, on deck now.
Hoyle finished sixth. CJ, I haven't seen the very finished total, but
3-1. This one hit high but not far. Into left center. Moving forward is White. and he makes the grab for the third and final out of the second inning. 2-0 here. Eastern with the lead. We'll go to the third.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that, and it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Well, that will do it for Chase Stafford. It's time for Matt Cronin, the ace for UMass Dartmouth. This is his 14th appearance this season, a 2.01 ERA, and a 3-3 record for Cronin. 77 strikeouts, 30 walks, and allowed average of 178 for Cronin, the man out of Framingham, Mass. First pitch, a bit off the mark, 1-0. Ball and a strike now for Luke Broadhurst. Cronin's 1-1. Is hit hard out into right center. Moving back is Vartanian and Still as he makes the grab in deep right for out number 1.
Now batting number 15, Matt Malcolm.
This is Matt Malcolm, the East Con catcher, doubled in his first at-bat. This one ripped towards short, fielded by DiSarcina. The throw is high and into the dugout area. Looks like it'll stay in. Now a throw down to second is high, and the tag down not in time. 2 bags in the end for Matt Malcolm, as the first error of the game goes to DiSarcina. This is the DH, Will Coleman, as Eastern looks to push their advantage a bit more. It's 2-0 already, and now the leading hitter by average for this Eastern team. A team leading 51 hits coming into today. Now first pitch to Coleman is in there for a called strike. 0-2 here to Coleman. This one ripped to right. Vartanian moving in. Makes the grab. And holding up there is Matt Malcolm at second.
Now batting number 6, Jack Rich.
Jack Rich's lone plate appearance so far today at a single. And will look to extend the inning here with a runner in scoring position. Dartmouth coaching staff moving bodies around in the outfield. Bit of a gap in left center. Cronin's first pitch, a strike, head 0-1. One ball, one strike. Cronin gets a sign, checks the runner, and again, now fires, and that one in there for a called strike. 1-2. Cronin goes again. This one grounded to second. Fielded there by Tellier. The throw over to Harrington in time, and that will do it for the top of the third inning. Nothing new to report. Dartmouth will go to the bat trailing 2-0. Dartmouth will get it started this inning with Tucker Heatherman, the left fielder. For the left fielder, Heatherman this year, .254, as this one chops slowly to first fielder. The underhand over to Player for out number 1 is complete, and Heatherman is down for the first out.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Mitch Baker.
This is Mitch Baker, the Corsairs catcher. 4 doubles and a home run on the year. Does have 14 RBI as well. One out to Baker. It is chopped into center and will get down for a single. So Baker aboard with 1 out, and the DH batting in the 9 spot is Nick Andrews.
Now batting the designated hitter number 7, Nick Andrews.
Andrews 27 hits on the season as the DH stands in here against Player with 1 out. Nothing in 1. That one outside, and Baker will scamper back to first. 3 for 3 on the base path this season is the catcher, Mitch Baker. That's in there for a called strike 1 and 2 to Andrews. Here comes a 1-2. This one grounded toward short. Stepping on the bag, the throw down, double play. Eastern out of the inning. Well done there by Dale Keller, who gets the job done, and that'll send us to the top of the 4th. Eastern will go to bat with a 2-0 lead.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
The first baseman, Alex Parkos, standing in here to kick off the 4th inning. Here in this midday matinee is that one. What a snag there by Mike Nell, elevating and flashing the leather to get Parkos for out number 1.
Now batting number 13, John Masagno.
As that one looked to be into left for a base. And a big old hop there from Nell. One and one now to Masagno. A sack bunt. Pushed the runners earlier before Alex White knocked that double. That one catches the inside corner. 1-2 to Masagno. And down on strikes goes the Warriors left fielder. 2 quick outs here. And this is Alex White.
Number 9, Alex White.
One here. This one chopped to third. Nell has it on the run and makes the throw to Harrington for a quick top of the 4th inning. Dartmouth will transition to the bat now as they trail by a pair going to the bottom of the 4th. Top of this Corsair order, and J.R. DiSarcina to get it going for UMass Dartmouth. The shortstop standing in here, a single in his first at-bat, as this one grounded softly toward third, foul. As both Huskies and Beacons rolling in to watch this midday game as they'll battle in the nightcap. Huskies looking to keep their tournament hopes alive. And UMass Boston looking to stay perfect. And 0-1 is upstairs. 1-1. That one in there for a called strike. 1-2 to J.R. DiSarcina. 315 for DiSarcina this year. 13 extra base hits, 19 RBIs. And now player awaiting to deal this 1-2 pitch. On the way, swung on and foul. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. That misses outside. And the count moves to 2-2. Two on the way. And this one grounded hard short. Keller has it. And the throw down to Parkos is in time for the first out.
Now batting number 14, Chris Wood.
First pitch from player. Bunt shown here is Wood racing down to first. The throw is coming, and it is in time for out number 2.
Now batting number 23, Mike Nell.
Here's Mike Nell, flew out to left earlier in this one. He'll take there for strike one. That one misses low, 1-1. Two and one for now. It's Tellier, the second baseman, on deck if Nell can get on. 2-1. And that one ripped foul toward the parking lot. Two as Nell hits this one straight out to left. Masagno, a couple steps forward, will get the job done. A quick bottom of the fourth. Has nothing new to report. We'll go to the fifth. 2-0 it remains. That'll be the shortstop, Dale Keller, to kick off this fifth inning. So far for the Warriors, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors committed. For the Corsairs, no runs yet. Have put 2 hits on the board and have committed an error as Keller thought about a bunt, but it's foul and strike one on the board. Defensively for the Corsairs, the usual suspects in the infield. Baker behind the plate catching. Mike Nell at third. D. Sarcina at short. Tellier at second and Harrington at first as that one's fouled off. 1-2 goes the count. Into the outfield, Tucker Heatherman playing left today for the Corsairs. Chris Wood at center and Pat Vartanian out in right. It's Matt Cronin, the Dartmouth ace, on the hill here in relief of Chase Stafford, who started 1-2, and this one popped foul out of play on the right field side. Top of the order is on the way as Keller one of one so far with a single. He'll take that one for ball 2. And this one out, shallow outfield, moving back, and Tellier using his speed to make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting number 14, Owen Mareka.
Owen Marika now grounded into a double play in his last at bat. Empty base path and one out here for the top of this order. A big shift here as quite the hole in center field. 0-1 to Marika. That one chopped foul and toward his own dugout. 0-2. Here's 1-2. That one upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and chopped toward short. A few steps to his left as DiSarcina makes the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 20, Luke Broadhurst.
Broadhurst now has flown out to right twice so far. Lets that one go by, and it's ball 1. That one finding its way into the zone. 1-1. Great pitch there from Matt Cronin. Half swing there from Broadhurst. Went around. 1-2. That one outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cronin nods and fires. That one low, and the count runs full. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Broadhurst down on strikes to retire the side. It'll stay 2-0 as Dartmouth goes to bat in the bottom of the 5th.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Second baseman Nate Tellier standing in here to start off the bottom of the fifth. His Corsairs trailing by a score of 2-0. This one grounded to short. The throw down is just in time as a close call there.
Now batting number 16, Jack Harrington.
But Tellier beat by a half step, and now it'll be Jack Harrington. Strikeout in his first at-bat, Harrington. As player delivers a first pitch. This one hit hard out into right. This one going back, and it is a long gone home run for Jack Harrington, who halves the deficit here for the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. It's 2-1. Harrington steps across, and job done there for the first baseman. Number 2 on the year. And up steps Vartanian. A 1-0 count here. The pitch to Vartanian is hit into left, and it's going to get down. Back-to-back hits for the Corsairs.
Now batting number 8, Tucker Heatherman.
Now it's the left fielder Heatherman's turn. Dartmouth looking a lot more up to the task here in this fifth inning. As now one warming for Eastern Connecticut. Believe it's Buckley is now time called, and there'll be some talking to do here for Eastern. We'll step aside. This one getting interesting. It's 2-1 now. Back here, this one heating up, bottom 5, 2-1 game. As players' effort toward Heatherman up high for ball 1. Two and 0 now to Heatherman. The 2-0. Big swing there as Heatherman couldn't find anything there. 2-1 now. This one ripped to second. Fielded there by Broadhurst and off to first base for the out. Now Baker, who singled earlier in this one, with a runner on second and 2 outs. Time called, and that is going to be it. And player's not very happy about it. Still, and we'll step aside here as player's day is done. They'll go to the pen. A pitching change on the way for Eastern. Ball in the hands of Cole Orgerzalik now. 1.83 ERA and a 2-0 record. His 21st appearance of the season. In 34 1/3 innings, Orgerzalik 23 strikeouts, 5 walks. And here he is battling with Mitch Baker, the UMass Dartmouth catcher. It's a runner on second. That's Vartanian. As a big swing there, nobody home. 0-1 to Baker. Oh, 1. Outside, and the count moves to a ball and a strike. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 to Baker. One-two from Orgerzalik is outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Baker standing in here. Orgerzalik deals. Swing and a miss. They'll go down to, they won't go down to first. They will either way. It won't matter. But that will do it for the 5th inning. Jack Harrington, a solo shot. Well, half the deficit. It's 2-1 Eastern. 6th inning on the way. So it's the catcher, Matt Malcolm, to start off the top of the 6th inning. Eastern 2 runs in the 2nd, but unable to find anything since then. 0-1 to the catcher. He takes there, 0-2 now. That one outside, ball and 2 strikes. This one towards short, and D. Sarcina won't be able to handle that one. It's a single for Matt Malcolm. Now it's the DH, Will Coleman, flown out to right twice so far. Oh, 1. 0-2 now as that gets to the backstop. Oh, 2 on the way, and this one hit out into left over the glove of D. Sarcina. And a single. Oh, throw back down to second as Malcolm back in time.
Now batting number 6, Jack Rich.
Now that's going to bring up Jack Rich. So Eastern with something working here. Nobody out, first and second for the Warriors. Bunt shown, it's pulled back and in the zone 0-1. Quick sign here from Baker. Oh, 1, he stepped off, and now he's caught in a pickle. And out there is going to be Malcolm. Tough break there for the Warriors. As the catcher picked off. This one sent out into left. Heatherman underneath it, and he makes the grab for out number 2. 1-0. This one popped up. Parkos will stay alive, 1-1. Ball and a strike here to Parkos. The pitch. He leaves it, and it's in there for a strike, 1-2. The left fielder, Masagno, waiting on deck. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th. Cronin deals. Swing and a miss. Parkos down on strikes to end the top of the 6th inning. 2-1, this one stays. Dartmouth will go to bat, trailing by a run.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
So it's the DH, Nick Andrews, batting in the 9 spot today. Top of the order on the way for Dartmouth. Andrews would like to get the inning started on his terms, 1-1. Ogre Zalek out to work. This bottom of the 6th inning came in for 1 out in the 5th. That one chopped off the leg of it. Nick Andrews he's looking at a ball and 2 strikes. Never fun fouling the ball off of yourself is now 1-2, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Ogre Zalek. And now it's D. Sarcina. A single and a ground out so far for number 5 in blue and yellow. And Ogre Zalek deals. This one hit high. Foul territory. Moving over is the third baseman, Marika. And he makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting number 14, Chris Wood.
And it's Chris Wood now. 0 for 2 on the day. Oh, and 1 there to Chris Wood. Wood lays off, and it misses up and out, 1-1. Chop to the backstop, and that moves it to 1-2. A 1-2 count here. Ogrzalik gets his sign and time called. That one off the mark, 2-2. And that one ripped foul toward the Husky softball stadium. 2-2 it stays. Chop back behind the press box. 2-2 it stays. And down on strikes goes Wood, and that'll do it for the 6th inning. 2-1 it stays as we're primed again for another close finish. So left fielder Masagno to lead off the top of the 7th inning. Just a 1-run lead for the Warriors here. This one grounded right back to the mound. Cronin has it. Little underhand to Harrington for out number 1.
Now batting number 9, Alex White.
Alex White, the big difference maker in this one so far. A 2 RBI double in the 2nd. Has really been what sets these two teams apart, as runs at a premium. 2 on 6 hits for the Warriors, 1 on 4 hits for the Corsairs. Winner go home here as Cronin deals a 1-0, grounded to third, but foul. This one grounded towards second. Good glove there by Tellier. Throw down is in time.
Now batting number 23, Dale Keller.
2 quick outs for the Corsairs here, and it's the 9-hitter, Dale Keller. 1-0 here to Keller. That one gets to the backstop, 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. Inside, and a 4-pitch walk for Dale Keller.
Now batting number 14, Owen Marika.
Top of the order in Marika, the third baseman. First pitch, his time was called. Didn't get the time, but didn't get a ball out of it. 1-0. Marika grounds this one to short. DiSarcina throws to second, and that will do it for the top of the 7th inning. We've hit the stretch. Dartmouth goes to bat, trailing by a run here in Game 8 of the LEC tournament. Bottom of the 7th inning, and Mike Nell, the big hitter for Dartmouth, getting it started. Shot out to right, drifting out of play. 0-1. Grounded to third, took a hop off the bag, an unlucky one for Eastern. Is now Nell running to second, sliding in, safe! Mike Nell, what a play there, is fortune favoring the Bold. A hop off of third base, slow rolling into the outfield, and Nell said, I'll take 2. And that makes this one very interesting here in the bottom of the 7th. A runner on second and nobody out for Nate Tellier. Started 0 for 2, did Nell. And will be happy there to put himself on for Tellier. 0 for 2 himself, 2 groundouts to short. First offering from Ogre Zalik is hit hard out to right and going to drift out of play. Oh, 1. And that finds the zone. 0-2 to Tellier. Oh, 2, and that one outside. Swung on and hit into left center. It's going to get down. Nell being waved home. The throw coming in will be late. Tie game. An RBI single for Nate Tellier. And now a man who put one out into right in his last at-bat. It's Jack Harrington. Still nobody out. And that be time called. Here's out to talk to Ogre Zalek, a member of the Eastern coaching staff. We'll see if we get a change here with nobody out in the 7th. Just about ready to roll here once again. First pitch bunt shown, and it's going to drift back. Nothing in one here. Crowd getting into a win-or-go-home situation. Both teams 2 runs on 6 hits. The bunt laid down here. The throw down will get Harrington at first. Lead runner. That is Tellier, advances to second. So now this is Pat Vartanian. 1 of 2 on the day. Vartanian standing in here. Tellier on second. Pitch was off the mark. 1-0. Ripped down the third baseline. Fair ball it is. Around third goes Tellier. Vartanian heading in for second. He'll be in sliding. An RBI double for Vartanian gives Dartmouth the lead. And they've swung this one around in their favor here in the 7th. And it looks like that might be it for Cole Ogerzalik. Bullpen out to greet him. We'll be back. Pitching change for Eastern. They trail now 3-2. So Tucker Heatherman, the left fielder, will go to bat. One out, a runner on second, and a 3-2 Dartmouth lead. On the hill is going to be number 8. That's Drew Alexopoulos for Eastern Connecticut. The junior out of Hanson, Mass., making his 7th appearance of the year. 5 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, and no earned runs. No runs at all. A 0.00 ERA through his 5 innings. The Warriors could use something like that here as they'll have to get it back at the bat. They trail 3-2. First pitch from Alexopoulos off the mark, 1-0. That one misses the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0. That one gets in there. The 2-1 to Heatherman is low, 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Heatherman. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Goes Heatherman for out number 2.
Now batting number 9, Mitch Baker.
Alexopoulos, a first pitch to Baker. Is going to get out of the glove of Malcolm, but he keeps it in front of him. Runner holds up. Swing and a miss from Baker, 0-1. Or 1-1 rather. Looks like Nate Stewart will DH if Baker can get on here. Ball and a strike. Alexopoulos deals. It's fouled back. 1-2. One, two. And it drops in there for a called third strike. A big-time play there by Drew Alexopoulos, and that gets them out of the 7th. The cost was 2 runs, and it gives Dartmouth the lead. 8th inning on the way, 3-2 ball game.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
The second baseman, Broadhurst, getting it started here. 0-1. Cronin out to work this 8th inning. Ball and a strike now. 1-1. On the inside corner, 1-2 now. Broadhurst 0 for 3 on the day, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ball, 2 strikes. The deal from Cronin. And wearing it like a sweater is Broadhurst down to first base. That one tagging him on the back. The baseball hurts, but getting a free base in a situation like this does not. Matt Malcolm, the catcher, now stepping in. A runner on first and nobody out. Throw down to first. Harrington has it, but back in time is Broadhurst. Bunt laid down here. Not a bad one. The throw down is in time.
Now batting number 16, Will Coleman.
I don't think Malcolm wanted to bunt there. A big shift put on. but does move the runner. This one down the third base line, fielded well by Mike Nell. Runner can't move, and down to first. And 2 outs now.
Now batting, number 6, Jack Rich.
It never works. I'm talking almost never.
Off the mark, 1-0. That one outside. Is the right fielder Jack Rich standing in here. He's got a 2-0 count. 2 outs, a runner on second. Cronin checks and fires. And that one catches the corner, 2-1. That one off the mark, 3-1. Three one, outside. So Rich aboard here, and now Alex Parkos. A chance here with 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, number 28, Alex Parkos.
A big spot here for the senior. Time called. And they'll go out and greet Matt Cronin. We'll see what they do here with 2 outs in the 8th. 2 on for the Warriors. Cronin stays in. He'll face Parkos with 2 outs. Off the mark, 1-0. 3 guys warming for UMass Dartmouth. As a 1-0 on the way. This one hit high into center field. Wood moving in, and he makes the grab. Top of the 8th is complete. And now the Corsairs will go to bat, a 3-2 lead. Nate Stewart in to replace Andrews at DH. A 3-2 lead for the Corsairs. Alexopoulos out to work the bottom of the 8th. Saw him late in the 7th where he came in and finished it off. Now a 1-0 count here to Stewart. That one well into the dirt. For Stewart, 28 at-bats this season, 3.21 ERA, or average. 9 hits, 2 of them doubles, and he's got 8 RBI as well. A very exciting atmosphere here for this one. Both teams looking for a win here to keep their season alive. Strike there to Stewart, 2-2. As this one ripped up the middle, and it's going to get down. Stewart with a single. Just waiting on the pinch runner to come out here. It's going to be 13. As Nick Carr in to run.
Pinch running at first base for the Corsairs, number 13, Nick Carr. Now batting number 5, J.R. DiSarcina.
Carr, 5 at-bats on the year. Hasn't tried to steal a base yet. We'll see what he's up to over at first. Alexopoulos ready to deal here. Bunt shown by DiSarcina. It's down the third base line. They're going to let it go all the way. Smart play there. 0-1.
When would the winner of this game play? First game tomorrow? Yes.
Nothing in 1. And that one outside, 1-1.
So
1-1, runner goes. Swung on, hit toward third. It's going to get through. Heading down to third is Carr, and a smart play there as it puts runners on the corners and nobody out for Chris Wood.
Now batting number 14, Chris Wood.
Runners on the corners, nobody out. Chris Wood hasn't been his day at the bat, but still plenty of opportunity as a stolen base there for DiSarcina. Sets up second and third and nobody out. That one chopped to the backstop, a ball and a strike now. After Wood here, it'll be Mike Nell for the Corsairs. Here's a 1-1. Cracked to second. Runner heading home. They'll go after it. And what a tag there. Malcolm getting the ball and getting the tag down. It'll stay 3-2 for now. Good heads-up baseball there by the Warriors to keep this within a run. And it's runners on first and second, and nobody out for Mike Nell. First pitch here to Mike Nell. He'll let it ride, and that one gets away from Malcolm, but the runners stay put. 1-0 here to Nell. As that one gets away, and that will let the runners take second and third. A wild pitch from Alexopoulos. And Nell in a pretty good spot here. Ahead 2-0 in the count. And they're going to elect to walk Nell instead, which, I mean, probably in the end, a smart decision, is Nell among the conference leaders in home runs. That's going to bring up Tellier with the bases loaded. Time called here and a pitching change on the way, as that'll be it for Alexopoulos. New pitcher on the way for the Warriors, 3-2. Dartmouth's got the bases loaded. The ball will be put into the hands of the man from Brunswick, Maine. It's John Parker. The reliever here for East Con, wearing number 47, 14th appearance this year. 44 strikeouts, 11 walks for Parker. As an 0-1 count here. for Nate Tellier. Bases loaded here. Is that one? Curves in, but it's low, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs. After Tellier, it's Harrington, who has a home run already today. Here's a 2-1. As this one grounded toward short. Fielded well there. They're going to go home with it. And it got up over the glove of Malcolm. Now another run heading home. And 2 for Dartmouth. It's 5-2 Corsairs now.
Now batting number 16, Jack Harrington.
Wasn't a great throw home, and Malcolm tried to glove it and keep his foot on the bag. Instead, it gets by and another run scores. Second and third now for the Corsairs. Still one out, and this is Harrington. Pitch. A big swing there, and you can tell what he wanted that time, 0-1. Oh, and 1 as that misses outside. One. This one grounded to first. They'll step on the bag. Runners will have to hold.
Now batting number 24, Matt Vartanian.
Vartanian with 2 outs now. Runners still on second and third. And Dartmouth putting up 2 in the 8th here. They'll look for more. The pitch. This one hit hard out into left. As Masagno back a few feet from the fence, he makes the grab, and that will do it. 8 innings played. Dartmouth leads 5-2. Eastern needs 3 runs to save their season. They'll leave Cronin out to finish the job. Nobody in the bullpen currently for UMass Dartmouth. The ace stepping in here. Threw that first pitch about 2 seconds after he stepped on the rubber. You could tell he's ready. 1-0. I think Mike Nell dealing with either a bloody lip or nose as they've checked that out a couple times now, but thumbs up from the third baseman. Ball and a strike. That one gets low. As this one chomped into center, and it'll get down for a single.
Now batting number 9, Alex White.
You guys just have to be willing to get hepatitis. Sorry.
Now here's Alex White. His 2 RBI double is what's keeping the Warriors in range here. A big swing there, nothing home. 0-1. After White will be Dale Keller, the shortstop. 0-1. Check swing, and leaving it alone was White smartly as it's a ball 1-1. One. And that's in there. 1-2. And this one out to center. Wood after it. Diving catch is made. And back to first goes Masagno. A nice play there by Chris Wood.
Now batting number 23, Dale Keller.
That one upstairs, 1-0 to Keller. Cronin steps and deals. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. This one towards short. Could be 2. Oh, it's through the glove of DiSarcina. And hold on now as the tying run at the plate. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter. This is Jake Lefebvre. 286 for Lefebvre this season. 24 hits, a double, 2 home runs, and 16 RBIs for Lefebvre. First and second and just 1 out.
Now batting the Warriors number 5, Jake Lefebvre.
Cronin ready to roll. First pitch. Outside. Now a 1-0. And back to the bags go Masagno as well as Keller. 1-0 to Lefebvre. Off the mark, 2-0. Almost every game in this tournament has been filled with fun endings. Is this one no different? A good pitch there from Cronin, 2-1. Lefebvre holds up, and 3-1 the count here. Three-one, fouled back. Count moves full for Jake Lefebvre. Three-two, a payoff pitch from Cronin. And this one fouled back. Lefebvre hanging tough here, 1 out. Three-two, and this one ripped into left. It'll be a base for all as held up at third is Masogno, and now it's bases loaded for Luke Broadhurst.
Now batting number 20, Luke Broadhurst.
Broadhurst, 330 on the year, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 5 home runs. Good for second on the team behind Matt Malcolm, who happens to be on deck. Malcolm made an error that allowed, or was part of an error that allowed 2 runs in that 8th inning. And it looks like it's time for Nate Tellier to step into and pitch for the Corsairs. Cronin's day is done. The ace did what he could and leaves his team with a 5-2 lead. Dartmouth just needs 2 outs to advance the championship Sunday. John Condiales in to play second, and now it's Nate Tellier time on the hill for UMass Dartmouth. Tellier, his 15th appearance on the year, a 1.91 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 14 walks in just 28 in the 3rd inning, an allowed average of 146 for Tellier, the man out of Attleboro. 1-0, Tellier deals, and it's in there for a called strike. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate in the form of Luke Broadhurst. The catcher, Matt Malcolm, on deck. Here's a 1-1. This one hit hard but foul off the top of the light pole. Got to be careful. Those will be needed tonight. The Huskies taking on UMass Boston in a big nightcap here on day 3. 1-2 from Tellier. And that's a bit high for ball 2. Two. And that's in there. Strike 3. And Broadhurst back to the dugout there. 2 down. And now it's the catcher, Matt Malcolm. Has reached base safely in every plate appearance thus far as Eastern Connecticut down to the last out of their season. The 4 seed in this LEC tournament, a 500 conference regular season, and a chance to stay alive for Malcolm as he's got a teammate on every base. A 1-0 from Tellier. In there for a called strike. Malcolm looks at it, checks back at his dugout. Malcolm, .356 for the catcher this year. A team leading 21 extra base hits and a team leading 29 RBI. Big swing and a miss there. You can tell what he wants as Tellier going with the heat, and now the Warriors down to their last strike. Tellier is ready. He steps and fires a 1-2. Held up on it, and he didn't go. Would have been a tough way for this game to end, as now the count moves to 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that one outside, and right where the corner has been for most of this one. 3-2. Full count here. A ball walks in, a run, a strike ends it. The pitch. Swing, and this one hit into left center. Moving over is the left fielder, and Heatherman makes the grab. UMass Dartmouth is going to Championship Sunday in this LEC tournament. A 5-2 win over Eastern Connecticut. And that will likely do it for the Warriors season. It's been a fun day here. We've seen 2 teams go. The Huskies, the Beacons up next. Here's first pitch slated for 7 p.m. and one you're not going to want to miss. Final score 5-2. Corsairs get it done. They'll play on Sunday.